just cut off. You see here? No sap dripping or flowing. You see here? Some white sap coming out. It's kind of dripping. Interesting. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is January 13th, 2021. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about fig tree dormancy. Stick with me. Fig tree is a deciduous subtropical fruit tree, which is hardy to USDA plant hardiness zones 8 and warmer. Even though fig tree can tolerate a temperature as low as 15 degrees Fahrenheit, but during the late autumn and winter, the low temperature will signal to fig tree it is time to go dormant and spend the winter in deep sleep. We live in Los Angeles area in Southern California. December is the coldest month of the year. Right now it's in January. Daily temperature varies from low 50 degrees Fahrenheit to high 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So in today's episode, I'm going to show you around in our complex and neighborhood to check out whether fig trees really go dormant during the winter in Southern California. And also through direct observation, we're going to learn how to tell a fig tree is going dormant or not. So let's go and check it out. Hi guys, check out right here. This is fig tree number 1. As you can see here, this fig tree does not have any green leaves. Actually, during the late autumn and winter, all the leaves just gradually turn yellow and dried out and fell off. If you cannot see any leaves on the fig tree, that's a good sign to indicate that the fig tree going dormant. So let's take a close look at the branches. As you can see here, you can only find some leaf buds at the tip of the branches. Actually, they are not actively growing. You cannot find any actively growing leaf buds from the leaf lobes. So this is another sign to indicate that the fig tree is going dormant. They look like they are not very healthy. Kind of it's died. Actually, it is not. There are some other people say if you cut the branch, if you cannot see any sap dripping or flowing, that would be another sign to indicate that fig tree is going dormant. So let's check out whether it is true or not. So let me cut off this branch to check out whether we can see any sap dripping or flowing. Kind of. I cannot see any sap dripping or flowing. So guys, check out right here. I just cut off this branch. You can see right here. Kind of. You cannot see any sap dripping or flowing. Let me touch it. It's kind of dry. So let me choose another branch and cut off. Oh guys, check out right here. I just cut off this branch. Kind of no sap dripping or flowing. Yeah, it's almost kind of dry. So let me choose another branch to check out sap. I just cut off. You see here? No sap dripping or flowing. Interesting. So actually, right now I already cut off maybe 3 to 5 different branches. Definitely, I cannot see any sap dripping and flowing. Maybe just one, a little bit flowing, but very, very slow. So this might be another sign to indicate the fig tree is going dormant. Hi guys, check out right here. This is the number 2 fig tree, which is pretty much the same as the first fig tree. I think they might be the same species. They produce green and light yellow figures. So you cannot see any green leaves and actively growing leaf buds. Here I'm going to choose one branch from the bottom of this tree to cut off to check whether you can see any sap dripping or flowing. You can see the sap right here, but it does not flow or drip. You see, it's kind of like dry. This is a fig tree number 3. As you can see, only 1 or 2 leaves on it. All other leaves already fell off. If you check out the branches, you cannot see any actively growing leaf buds from any leaf loads. So let me cut off this branch still with leaves on it. So guys, check out right here. I just cut off this branch still with leaves on it. You can see some some kind of wet liquid coming out. So let me touch it. You see here? So still have some white sap coming out. So because this branch still with some live leaves on it, so that's why you can see some white sap on it. Interesting. Right guys, I just cut off another branch from the same fig tree with no leaves on it, but you can see here kind of this white sap coming out. Check out right here. I'm not sure you can see. Interesting. So I just cut off another branch. You can check out right here. Even though you cannot see dramatic white sap coming out and dripping, but you can feel there's some white liquid coming out, even though very, very slowly. So it really depends on what kind of branches from the different fig tree. Maybe different species, maybe some fig tree branches still with live leaves on it. There's one thing I want to mention you. This fig tree might be different species from the first 1 and 2 fig trees, because you can check out the branches. It grows just straight upward. But for the first fig tree and the second fig tree, the branches are kind of twist. So guys, this is fig tree number 4. Actually, relatively, this is smaller. You cannot see any live leaves on it. Definitely no active growing leaf buds on it. Interesting, you can see one figure still on the tip of one branch. Okay, you can see the fig is on it. So let me pick this figure to see whether we can see any sap dripping or flowing. You see here some white sap coming out. It's kind of dripping. Interesting. So see here, It's a sap. Let me touch it. You see here? Still wet. Interesting. So basically, you can see here, this fig tree has no leaves, no active growing buds, but I still have sap coming out. But that sap is coming out from one branch with a fig on it. Interesting. So guys, let me check out another branch with no figures, no leaves on it, to see whether we can see sap dripping or flowing. I just cut off this branch, but definitely you can see some sap coming out, even though not dripping, but definitely coming out. It's flowing. Let me touch a little bit. Can you see some white liquid sap on my finger? Sorry, I cannot focus, but definitely you can see the white here. So this fig tree, even though it does not have leaves on it, but you still can see the white sap liquid is coming out. It's flowing. Hi guys, this is fig tree number 5. This is different species of fig tree which produce purple colored figures. But as you check her out right here, this fig tree does not have any leaves on it, and also has no active growing leaf buds. There's one branch right here. You can see at the tip of this branch, kind of the red colored leaf buds. So I'm going to check this branch and cut off to check the sap. Guys, check out right here. I just cut off this branch. Looks like very dry. I cannot see any sap dripping or flowing, even though not wet. I don't feel wet. A little bit sticky. So no sap dripping or flowing. So guys, so far we already checked out 5 different fig trees. So all the fig trees, they don't have any leaves on it. They do not have any active growing leaf buds. So those are 2 signs to tell whether a fig tree is going dormant or not. Regarding sap, it's kind of a little bit complicated. Actually, before I check out today, I once searched online. A lot of people talking about this one. Kinda it is controversial. So based on our observation, most of the branches from the fig trees, they are dried, no sap dripping or flowing. Just 1 or 2 branches from one species of a fig tree with leaves on it, kind of we still can see some sap dripping or flowing. So it kind of really depends on the fig tree species and the growing condition. If you can see some leaves on it, kind of that branch is still kind of growing. It might be have some sap on it. So anyway, so it's interesting. So today we already learned how to tell a fig tree whether it is going dormant or not. Definitely you can see the fig trees in Southern California, even though we have very mild temperature, low temperature, but you know the weather is still pretty warm. So all the fig tree is going dormant. So hopefully you like this video. If you like this video, please give us some and share and subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Bye.